live at the Radisson Hotel in Green Bay. This is Locker Room with Local 5 Sports Director Bert Griffin.
Just when you thought the Pack was back, a giant reality check hits home for the green and gold. But there's no rest for the weary in the NFL because the Buccaneers are coming to Titletown and they are playing for their playoff lives. Get ready for another edition of Locker Room. Good evening and welcome to another edition of Locker Room. We've got a very loud and raucous crowd. And we will talk a little bit about that Packers loss to the Giants on Monday Night Football. The good news is the green and gold are still set in that 7th spot in the NFC playoff race with a few games to go left in the season. Here to talk about that and everything in the green and gold, former player, coach, and 3-time Super Bowl champion, Harry Sidney.
Hello, how we doing, man? What's happening?
What's up, buddy? It's pretty wild to think that with a record of 6-7, the Packers still control their own destiny, but missed opportunity on Monday Night Football against the Giants.
But a missed opportunity, but an opportunity they got because they beat Kansas City.
Right.
You know, everybody thought that was a game that was lost, so it evened out. Now it's about what they do the rest of the season because they got to fix some stuff.
Well, we'll talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers more a little bit later on. They will have a dogfight with Minnesota, that is for sure.
Chicago. What about Chicago?
Chicago's coming here to finish the season. So there's no, I mean, Carolina, they should be. You lose that game, you don't deserve to go to the playoffs.
True statement there.
But look, over in North New Jersey, in the Meadowlands, 4 ugly drives, 2 by each team, where you were wondering, was it the wind? Both teams seemed a little bit off, but Jaden Reed got the party started with a nice little jet sweep, end around type of deal. He gets in for the score. And then Saquon Barkley and company, they come right back down, and it's tied up 7-7 in that first half.
It's surprisingly tied up because this is one of those games, all the matchups is Green Bay.
Yeah.
Then they go down, and you see them not sharp early, which allowed New York to stick around.
Right. Well, they hung around, and Anders Carlson had a few struggles here and there, but he did make a field goal, 10-7. And then in that second half, I know we saw his family way too much, but Tommy DeVito.
Hey, man. Look, everybody loves a good story, man. Let him have a story.
The guy can also play.
Yes, he can.
He had a few huge runs. Also, the touchdown pass to Isaiah Hodgins in the corner of the end zone on the run. All of a sudden, you felt like the game might start to slip away.
Well, anytime when New York has been sacked that much and you got guys going after him instead of staying in their lanes,
right,
and him taking off and running and there's really no spy or things like that, he didn't have to throw. He could. One of those times, it's one of those games you say, hey, make him throw it and beat you.
Yeah.
They didn't think about that.
Well, and a wild couple of minutes and drives to finish the game. Saquon Barkley could have really wrapped the whole deal up. He falls to the ground. Turf Monster catches him. He fumbles it. Nobody touches him. The Packers return it. And then all of a sudden now they're in business and they go down and score.
There's just strange stuff that happens in New York. This guy was gone. His moves and everything, and he stumbles. One of the guy's most athletic running backs and can't keep his balance and fumbles. Yeah. And then the Valentine picks it up and dodges and weaves and cuts across and puts you in position.
Jordan Love then to Malik Heath, who is a rookie, but boy, he makes a veteran play by sticking the ball out across the goal line. They take the lead. They go for 2, don't get it. And like you said, they went to the well way too many times on that little end around deal. But so now it's a 1-point game, and now the defense is – they give up a couple little checkdowns, and then all of a sudden they're 10 yards off the ball. No one's playing any sort of press coverage, and they got eaten alive right down to the wire.
You know, it wasn't like did somebody forget to tell them that they don't need a field goal?
Right.
It was like they were playing off. You would expect them to get up on them, hug them, and not only that, but finally make this guy beat you by throwing the ball.
Yeah. Well, and they beat him with the leg too. Bullock steps up, hits the game winner. And that was all she wrote, 24-22. Time now for our U.S. Cellular call of the game. Down 21-13 midway through the 4th. The Packers needed a big play. Jordan Love audibled at the line of scrimmage and dialed up a perfect throw to Tucker Kraft. 43 yards on the pickup. That was the Packers' longest play of the night. Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft with our U.S. Cellular call of the game.
You're going to see that. We should start seeing that more often.
And this is not really a coincidence.
No.
But guess who our guest is tonight?
Oh, accidents
Our
happen.
guest
See?
tonight
There you go.
is Packers tight end Tucker Kraft. He will join us right here on Locker Room. Coming up, here he is, folks. Welcome back to Locker Room here inside the Cedar and Sage restaurant. I should have told those kids earlier. I said to be charged up tonight. Charged up.
Hey,
Jeez.
man. They got a couple more weeks of school.
Please welcome Packers tight end Tucker Kraft to Locker Room. Well, look, you get home late at night. It's Monday Night Football. You played 3 games in front of a national audience in a row. Thanksgiving, Sunday night against the Chiefs. You guys a little worn out, or are you just this is the part of life in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, that's just what I've come to understand, especially from college football. It's always a lot of late nights, travel back and forth. But yeah, you just gotta get up the next day and show up and expect to work.
With getting up the next day and showing up, how do you keep your? I know you run, but how do you keep your body in shape at this type of the year? Because this is different than early in the season. How you keeping yourself in shape?
Yeah, I mean, you get a little bit more knickknacks as the games go on, but we're pretty spoiled at the facility. We got kind of all the things we need there with our training staff, the tubs, sauna, weight room. Our facilities are great, so we always have the ability to recharge.
Did you have an idea that you would become this big of a have this big of a role? I mean, obviously Luke Musgrave gets hurt a little bit, but you have 3 rookie tight ends, and you got Josiah there. But right now, I mean, you got 14 catches on the year, and 12 of them have come in the last 5 games,
yes.
Plus your first touchdown. How did that feel?
I mean, yeah, all that was great, and it felt amazing. But I was really just glad to get back to just being me. I came in and I wasn't sure if it was the expectations of the NFL that I had, or just kind of not necessarily being the guy coming to a place after being a 3rd-round pick. But I was able to the last 5-6 weeks kind of come into my own and play with more confidence, more urgency, just feel more instinctive when I'm out there.
Okay, when you say be me, and I know you just said instinctive, what were you trying to, who is me?
I built my entire collegiate career off of what I could do with the ball in my hands after the catch. So just in the Chargers game when I caught that flat route and made a play, I was able to kind of just show everybody what I'm capable of, what my style of play is. Being able to kind of juice up the offense, get everyone rolling, get more opportunities later on, and continue to capitalize on those. I just like to go out there and juice the boys up for sure.
Yeah, well, and you're tiptoeing down the sidelines on what everybody thought was your first career touchdown. You make the Lambeau leap, and then they called it back. Yeah, I mean, was it heartbreaking, or were you just like
bring up that, man? You're not supposed to bring up that.
What I'm saying is, but now you know how high it is, because some guys have tried to make that leap and they have failed.
Yeah, no, I made the leap in training camp. I caught a ball on family night and scored on it. Went up, did the leap, but it's different in the game because you have all those other snaps under your belt. You're kind of tired already, and no, I'm just kidding. The adrenaline definitely kicks in. Spring up there like Mario, but yeah, it was deep down. I knew that I didn't really get that in. It's too good to be true. One of my first explosive plays to be a play like that. So just hung in there though. Next week, the coaches got me right, so it was a good one.
With great play this past weekend, but I see a lot of different tight ends in you. When you were growing up, who was your guy? Who was that guy that you wanted to be? Who'd you see as yourself?
I was always a big fan of Gronk, the passion he played with. He's got a close, tight-knit group of brothers, and they hang out. They're really involved with each other, and that's kind of how I see my relationship with my brothers and I.
Very cool. And you also have a brotherhood in the NFL when it comes to the tight end position. Talk to the fans a little bit about how is it Nashville where you guys meet?
Yes.
And is it run by Travis Kelce or Kittle or both? Or
I think it's about 3 or 4 of them.
3 or 4 guys get
together.
together. You just don't see that for other position groups. Like tons of linemen just don't get together and hang out and work out for a tight end. But tight ends are such a unique position because you have to be big, you have to be strong, you have to be fast, you got to block, you got to know all of the offense, where some guys don't have to know everything.
And also the good ones had to know how to turn into a fullback at times.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a different character, being a fullback and tight end.
So talk about that brotherhood with that thing you guys attend in the off season.
Yeah, so essentially, like George, Greg, Travis, I know those 3 guys for sure. They got together and decided that they wanted to do an annual celebration of sorts of us celebrating the tight end position, really. And we get together, we meet for a few hours of each day, and talk about all facets of the game: pass protection, run blocking, receiving. That's the fun one. So, but we get to really just share stories, and I get to listen to guys like Gronk go up there and talk about yards after catch, something that he, not necessarily change the game, but change the way that tight ends are viewed in the game. So it was great to just see these greats talk about the game through their lens, and there's a lot of socializing we do with each other as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, Nashville's not a bad place to have that happen.
No, we have some fun there too. So, no, it was a great time.
What did you find out that you thought you knew but you didn't know?
You never have to stop learning. Travis was up there and he was talking about, staying on the same page with the quarterback, running each route with the relationship of the quarterback's drop, whether it's a 3-step, 5-step, 7-step. So just how to be on the same page as the quarterback, and when to indicate your eyes back to him, when to flash hands, zone, man reads, attack and leverage. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things he talked about that I like.
Well, he's a small town guy, if you didn't know, from South Dakota, helped rebuild the Jackrabbits program. They were always very good, but now they're national championship good. Your hometown is 500 people, right?
Yeah.
And 100 years ago, there were 500 people there.
Yes.
It hasn't grown since 1920.
I mean, it's probably had its ups and downs.
Ups and downs, right?
Yeah.
I bring that up because Green Bay is easily the smallest city in the NFL. And last week, I'm sitting at work, and all of a sudden, my son sends me a picture, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, look who I met." And sure enough, you guys are eating at the chicken joint over here in Ashwaubenon together. But being in a small town, after being in New York this past couple of days, and would you rather be here in a place like this where football is king and the people appreciate and love what you do?
Yeah, there's no distractions here, period. We're not walking around through skyscrapers and weirdos in a big city like that. There's some characters in the Big Apple, say that. But I've always been a rural area kind of guy, and this is the largest city I've ever lived in. And I'm just fine with that.
Just fine with that. All right, when we come back, we'll have plenty more with Packers tight end Tucker Kraft. Right now, though, it is time to go in the Easy Tab Fan Zone. We'll be right back on Locker Room. Welcome back to Locker Room right here in the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. The Bayport Pirates youth baseball team in the house. If you want to stop by and check out the show, football, baseball, basketball, whatever, just send us an email and we'll get a spot for you with our kids having fun. They are loud today. They drank their caffeinated whatever, I think.
Let them be young, man. Let them have fun, because sooner or later they got to go to work.
Right. And
they got to go to school.
Exactly.
So let them have fun.
Same thing with this guy over here. Short week because of Monday Night Football. What do you know about Tampa Bay other than, look, they're 6-7 in the same position basically. One of 7 or 8 teams fighting for basically 3 playoff spots, just like you guys.
Yeah, I mean, every win in the NFL is an important one, and they're not easy to attain. So coming into every week and treating each opponent as the 0-0 record, but especially them being a conference opponent, it's always important to come out on top, especially in the position we are in right now. we're also hunting for one of those playoff spots.
When you go into the games, the film study, are you watching first for the routes as a receiver tight end, or are you thinking of blocking tight end?
Usually, I watch the tight view from the back. I like to see what kind of defensive structure they're in up front, because that's more of my game. Communicating with the O-line, whether we're in gap scheme, outside zone, inside zone, seeing how each defensive end, outside linebacker reacts to which style of run. Those are the kind of things I pay attention to. Later in the week, I'll start, as we're getting into third down, red zone, I'll start paying attention to some more coverages, but usually my attention is set on the box.
Yeah, and you know what? You're one of several rookie pass catchers who's having a great season, and so far, you can pick any one of them as the rookie MVP on this team. One of those guys is with Cam Nazare in this week's edition of In the Zone, presented by Oneida Nation.
Here with Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed. Jaden, how much fun are you having your rookie year?
I'm having a great time out here with the guys, man. It's always great, to be in here with a good group of guys that always bring energy and fun into the locker room. I'm just having a great time here.
So geographically, what I find so interesting is you're from the Illinois area, you went to school at Michigan State, you're playing for the Green Bay Packers. Is it cool that you've kind of centralized your entire football career?
Oh yeah, everything's, been within a 4-hour radius of home, so, it's just been great, always having family to be able to come down to support and, having a cold, at the end of the year, so, that's always great.
Any cool family traditions you've taken part with them so far this season?
I would say the first game in Chicago, I had a lot of people, so, I had to spend a pretty ticket for the game ticket. So that was really good, just getting all the fam out to the game and, everybody just being home, and it was just a great feeling.
Do you know how many people were there?
I want to say probably 15, close to 20.
Jeez,
yeah.
Okay, and great seats, I assume.
Oh, some of them. Yeah, some of them.
Like with Jordan's mom and the nosebleeds.
Yep, something like that.
You told us a couple of weeks ago that you don't remember a day where you haven't been here.
Yeah.
You don't really have a day off. You've been here every day, getting better, grinding. Like, why is that a part of you?
It's just the mindset of it, just learning how to be a pro, really. I'm learning that quick, and, you got to do a lot of different things to survive around in the league. So, whether it's taking care of your body, studying the playbook, just getting in here, just getting workouts in and stuff like that, it's very important just to stay consistent with your schedule and just, just stay in the course. So,
it's been your best moment of the season so far?
Best moment of the season.
Tough one, I know.
Probably my Lambeau leap, I would say. Yeah, I got the Lambeau leap in the regular season for the first time. I got it in the preseason, but, just to get to do it in the regular season was just great.
Was it higher than you thought?
It was a lot higher than I thought, but, I cleared it every time, so, let's hope I keep that going.
How were the fans to you?
They was good.
Yeah.
They showed some love and,
no
was
beer
rowdy.
no beer throws?
No beer throws, you know what I'm saying? It was all good.
All right, thanks, fellas. Time now for our 1-minute drill. Quick, rapid-fire answers. Best thing you bought with your money so far?
A boat.
Car you drive?
2018 F-150.
Nice. Biggest influence in your life?
See my brothers and my mom.
Brothers and your mom. Las Vegas or the beach?
The beach.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Golf or fishing?
Golf.
And finally, for Tucker Kraft, do you have any good cheese nicknames yet?
I don't.
Kraft mac and cheese. Hey, you better get your agent on it, man.
I've heard Kraft mac and cheese since I was just a young boy. So maybe just crafty.
You got to copyright it,
We'll
man.
have to
Go get
figure
it.
out something after the show. All right, when we come back, we'll have our keys to the game at Locker Room. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. That's your best seats in the house, courtesy of Viper Industrial. Get online. You can come and join us right here at Locker Room inside the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. Right now, time for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Dispensary. First and foremost, December football at Lambeau Field means you have to run the ball. The Buccaneers, they've got one stud at wide receiver. You got to contain Mike Evans and limit turnovers. You can't have 3 like you did Monday night. 20 seconds. Is that kind of how you see it, Tucker?
20 seconds to what?
20 seconds, so we're done.
Oh.
Now it's 10.
Now it's 10?
I mean, those are the keys, like No
Yeah,
turnovers,
take care of the
play
ball for
fast
sure.
and
I
go.
mean, it's hard to win a game when you lose the ball.
All right, Tucker Kraft, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Locker Room. We'll see you next week.